Saturday, college football, big Big Ten matchup. Ohio State goes to Wisconsin. Wisconsin, a 3-point favorite in this game. Game actually opened 1.5, been bet up by a lot of people on Wisconsin. I'm going with Ohio State in this game. I think the 3 is a little too much. I'm seeing value on the dog. I think Ohio State is a legit team. I think Wisconsin, I think we're looking a little bit at what they've done for the past, 10 years, 15 years. They are a very good team, excellent over that course of time. This year's version is not that good, and I like Ohio State getting the 3 in this one. VR, your thoughts?
Here's the thing that scares me. Besides the line move, is Ohio State actually for real? Because we know they have one of those fan bases that's loyal. And
so does Wisconsin.
Exactly, but I just think Ohio State may be a little more of the public team, and you're not really going to get too much value on the Ohio State side. I think that's the only thing that scares me. I haven't seen them play anyone to make me say, you know what, they're so deserving of where they sit. That's the only thing that scares me. Where Wisconsin, on the flip side, of late, they've been a little impressive. Seeing Ball run last week, that was...
He is coming around.
That was big, exactly.
He had a very good game last week. The week before that, not so good.
Yeah, I would say last week they played Indiana. He had 198 yards. Let's just go back 2 weeks against a Michigan State defense, which I think Ohio State may be very close to that. He was 22 for 46 in that game, ran 22 times, only gained 46 yards. They lost the game 16-13 at home to Michigan State. They also, what people are forgetting, last week that was Indiana. They have a new quarterback playing. So, he only threw 7 passes. He didn't have to throw the ball against Indiana, a very soft defense. Now, defensively, that was an impressive game. Wisconsin holding them. They really shut down an Indiana offense that has been scoring some points this year, especially on their home field. But now you're talking about an Ohio State team. This year, Ohio State, when they've been forced to play good, they've let down. They played out of their opponent.
Point that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look at the games that they had when they really needed to show up. Nebraska, they beat them 63-38 at Penn State when everybody.
Those are the 2 check marks I have on my list. You're reading my mind.
But it's true. I mean, these are the games they rise up.
But because they don't have a bowl game this year.
Exactly.
So these are their bowl games.
That's a good point.
When they get a chance to showcase what they have, they're going to go out there and they're going to give it all. And that's what I'm saying. Should I believe in Ohio State? Yeah. I'm not on Wisconsin, don't get me wrong. I'm not going against you, especially now with that line move.
Could be a head fake too. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It looks to me like it could be one of those to be able to grab the 3 with Ohio State. And I never want to be one of those bettors that gets excited about a Wisconsin team that looked good last week. The only thing that worries me about the Ohio State side is the fact if you could shut down the quarterback, what do?
They run the ball. I mean, they can run the ball.
Can Wisconsin do that?
Well, here's Chuck. I want to talk very quickly about those 2 games.
Yeah.
A very big, strong, physical team, Nebraska, manhandled them. 63-38 was the final. They went into Penn State, and they're going to be on the road here, Wisconsin, a very tough place to go play. But they beat Penn State 35-23, a little deceiving. They really dominated Penn State that second half. They beat them up physically. I think they do okay here.
And also, let's not forget, they went into Michigan State, and they beat Michigan State 17-16, the same team who beat Wisconsin 16-13 there. But this is a better coach team too. I mean, Urban Meyer.
Oh yeah,
he's done a terrific job. Okay, we've talked about it. We're going to go ahead and make it official. I'm taking Ohio State +3 over Wisconsin. I think a tough Ohio State team. They've been a little inconsistent, but like VR mentioned, these are their bowl games since they are not eligible to go to a bowl. So the big games, Ohio State has shown up, and that's when they've played their best. This is going to be a tough one. I think they show up strong. Wisconsin's had their trouble, and I don't think they get their way against a tough Ohio State team.
You convinced me. You guys convinced me. I was on the fence. I
should have been a lawyer.
I was on the fence, honestly. I wasn't going to lay 3 when I could have got him at 1, so I'm not going to take the move
and look at the quarterback matchup here. I mean, you got a guy who's playing a second game.
They're in their third quarterback.
He's a senior. If the guy was any good, he's a senior. If the guy was any good, he might probably
on the
I agree. You guys convinced me. Go Buckeyes. Go Buckeyes.
We got VR. We finally swayed VR. Okay, coming up next, speaking of VR, we're going to go to him. He's going to have a play on Kansas State and Baylor. That's a good one. Kansas State, an 11.5-point favorite, visiting Baylor. And we're going to hear from VR on that one. Just a reminder, you can see all our videos at pregame.tv.